Lucky You might be my favorite song off of Kamikaze. Joyner and M completely destroy this track, and the video that came along with it is just as dope. Now the concept behind this video seems pretty simple at first, but it's actually more complex than you might realize. It's not just hooded figures copying Eminem and Joyner, it's a little bit deeper than that. And on top of the concept behind this video, we got confirmation in this video that Eminem was in fact dissing Drake on the song. Man, I don't care what Paul Rosenberg's tweeting out, Eminem's dissing Drake, you can't tell me otherwise. So what do the hooded figures really represent, and how do we know for sure that Eminem is taking shots at Drake? Well, let's just get into it. Alright, so throughout this video, M and Joyner, they're running around what looks like a post-apocalyptic city, which I believe is Detroit because Eminem's from Detroit, and on one of the cars in the video, it actually has Detroit spray painted across the hood of it, and they're followed by a mob of hooded figures with bright red eyes. So this goes on throughout Joyner's entire verse and the beginning of Eminem's verse until they end up fully surrounded by these hooded figures in a circle. Then the song cuts off, and that's where Eminem asks Joyner, "These guys doing everything we do?" And they proceed to mess with these hooded figures, making them pat their heads and rub their stomachs, dab, and air hump. This was probably one of the funniest scenes that I've seen in a music video in a minute. So I think the obvious statement being made here in this music video is that these hooded figures represent the current state of the rap game, with everyone copying everyone. And I do think that that's what's going on here, but like I said earlier, it's a little bit more deeper than that. Not only does this represent, people copying everyone in the game, as the video goes on and it gets into Eminem's verse, these hooded figures stop copying everything M and Joyner are doing. I think M's trying to show that while everyone in the game is copying each other, they can never copy him or an artist like him, such as Joyner. It's not easy to copy someone who's this lyrical. You can't copy them. These new rappers can't copy the flows that Eminem can pull off, and they can't even come close to the level of lyricism that Eminem is capable of. I thought it was pretty clever. It was something I didn't really notice the first time watching it through, but also in this video, Eminem confirmed that there were some lines in this song directed at Drake, and I don't care what Paul Rosenberg's tweeting, I don't think there's any denying this. So in the song itself, Eminem has a couple of lines that I immediately thought were at Drake. So he said, "You got a couple of ghostwriters, but to these kids it don't actually matter." Now I want you to just take a second, think about all the rappers recently that's been exposed for having ghostwriters. Who's the first person that comes to your mind? Drake. Like, it's so clear, but then we have Paul Rosenberg tweeting this out. "He isn't dissing Drake, dead that." Man, shut up. Why are you tweeting this out? It makes no sense. Eminem is dissing Drake. Don't try to take this away from us. Honestly, I don't understand why he would tweet this out. This isn't the only song on the album where it sounds like Eminem is throwing like little jabs at Drake. These aren't even crazy disses. They're just like little jabs. It's not even that serious. I don't know why he cares that much. So in the video, during this line, Eminem's dancing along with the song, but something about that dance looks pretty familiar. Almost like how Drake was dancing in Hotline Bling. Alright, I'll let you guys decide if you think this confirms the shots at Drake. I already thought this was at Drake, and this just makes even more sense to me. Eminem was literally doing like the Hotline Bling dance in the video. I don't know, man. And one more diss that I wanted to talk about was actually from Joyner Lucas. If you guys didn't know, Joyner and Logic have had some issues in the past, and some people felt like this line from Joyner was directed at Logic. He said, "You might have went platinum, but that don't mean nothing. I'm actually buzzing this time." Whew! Alright, it's not really anything that serious, and it could just be a general line. I don't know. I figured I would just include it and see what you guys think. Alright, but that pretty much wraps up this video. There wasn't really too much to break down with the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you drop a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and turn those notifications on, man. It's been Lyrical Up. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.